fedi saa adwuma no wo mo akira kwan no won kramantem ha mo akra zongo lane okọ ho a ubenya omo sanso na wo asantemantem so abebiade weni be kire no eyedum wo mo ne Sambra Hotel no na ebo enimhwe kọ ho fiti speakers combos drums guitar microphones bibia okọ ho a ombesote o outside bibia ye kama media ma odi ho no ye talent microfinance no so yesikasem ho asem no mobo hu dewro di akire ubia opesika bobra abesia ne de ma wo besiansi hu kitwe bi da ho no wo se baji bi fa ye adwuma wo bi na opekakra hye mu kena no so benye bi wo saa kwan no so afi wo de no so wo bi kita na wo pe ba bi de esie wo mo nkra ne ye wo mo hwe so ye mfa ma wa talent omudi saa adwuma de no nyina wo wonom asye wo kwa sikadie no ene hyehye ne ehudwedie bia no mbehwe ama bibia koyi di ama o monkra bata ne so edo so pa trapeti o man Ghana ha wo mantam bebre a wo o man Ghana mantam du se no mato apitim de ben won kwa sikasem no mbehye ne ye etimi di ama o ye free ho na ye nkodi otwato kra ho dadaba take up eno se phones ene ho aka de phone bia wo hia bia no upe bi di ache upe bi eyusu upe bi etu akwa akoton ni nyina no kodadaba hoye na oma obi na bibia no enye kama entimi emfa ma open ne cha kwan na owon kranmantem mu he ya kaneshi udru kaneshi a bisabia ya omugina pai takwa station e hyen no dadaba obutu ho bo adwuma tumi ni ahoden so pa enya asenkuto akwa phones ne ho aka de bia no wobehwa ama obi na bibia no etimi aye fine edi ama yendo masibim sanse enyo mo anke enya hoden no emfa mbetena ha mfa nsem na hodo no embremu mi enanwume magebre ni ade age be kenkan sem ni nyina no etimi dia somo na masum ye na masum osompa no edin no eye Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi frame me Afia medame ho abasisia me ba ye bo eransem nim Ewusen sansonda asemu akwa ababie mo bre no wadaje ade bia no de fam ye wo KFM TV ene de no edutwem kra sanse kase bo a etwato e wona wotwenim no eno ena mede ba bedan wo ye da se ye pa se oguso e ka ye ho sa kwan ne so afi ye nhensem na se ene enwumre emfa ema wo ye hya se de eno ada ye nyina ye nim brichi kese a eboye e wo man Ghana ha ai nam so ma yanka say former first lady ma me Kunadu Ajimai Rollins me no ka say die won ka ti asefo ho ebi me hunsem no akwa yare ho yi pa san se ni wo no ayempo fribo obi ante ne yare demu ene ho nkro no ba na nse nkra otumfo say to sumi no no ankasa ni nua ba ya Kunadu a ono so asante hima wenya ne ba bi ko ne doti ye no kra kwa ase kwache otumfo a maame na chese apomudin pa na ewonimu na ahoden wo ho enhwe no ayeda ya ante asempa enei won ka ate asefo ho biem na numu na adofo ne ejamfo bebre na so bo anan kopie mu na tena ya ne nyina no wo mo ne eye abusua no ekwa akosu abomu se ne bible krase ne edru bia ya wonura ho akire na wo so ani ni nsumbo medru sire nso anane na srabom no wo mo kọ ekohwe se ne a abusua ne ho tie ne de bibia ekọ na nam so ama enkane mampani na nadoda nkwa ekufuado wono sutieti ane chacha mu ananya asem keto akra kopie mu e wona tena no kodru ho no nsem bebre na odi tu dwa ane nsem no me pesa kakra de ama na chese ye to video ne sonso ade wo mu no ye de adan wo chese ma meti ase no ye no yonko pa woye no so free ho nso a wo bedi dwuma wa waso pa na anya asem keto oboa ye ma o man ne chehwe no etimi ko nanimu ne nei briche kese se ya bo na watwa nani ahweban hu hebe yen ye so bepie mu no ne ebusua ebesubom na ensem ne mu nkyeremu ene ensem afoforo bia wode to aso no KFM TV ye de so mu sei Fosuah Oduahoma na saa ensem no emo na eye ma mezineto Ajimai Rollins so no na eye ba okan ma ne ho de ma eye ma mekunedo Ajimai Rollins no ada oda ne bonkum so ne on kan te asefo ho biem na ma mezineto no anso na emra hye bedwani ma de hia wonom ewo clote abato empeswa eso na bribe sua bebre na kopiem ni adofo ni ejanfo kopiem atena ye ho no Ojina ne nan so de nsem bebre na enetu dwa ne nsem o ka nyina ne se yie na nkasa no ene ne maame ene won ka ate asefo biem no aboni pusapa na se ne ebre ne abra no ko so bi poster bo ho ne atro ho te shock agusu a ene isa ene abusua no fm sanse wo no wo man dan dwen ho ensusu kura se betimi aba enimanimu ya ne nso no ewura krade a ya ne nkwa entumi nje ene due ka se won ka ho biem no Wache se adofo ne jamfo nso ma ebusua ne bre kakra no mo so mfa process se ne potoka se me be ka no no mu hu bebi asem no mo de betro ene afen so bebi o mo de begina san se koduru bebi se ya na bebre na e ka de enim ne de ewo ho nchenchen nyina no mo de ka funto se da bi ebre dru ne mu edin paaye odo obi bia asen so se obi age bre ne adaje a o mu guso e ba fie oba be hwe se ne ebusua no wo mo ho te bra emu edin se emu nsem a odi tu dwa no eni
Former First Lady, with distinguished delegation, on behalf of my siblings, on behalf of the family, I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to you for the love that you have shown us, for the support. Indeed, this was very sudden, and if it were not as serious as it is, the fitting caption would probably be "what a shock," because that's exactly how we're all feeling today. I think most of us are still processing the situation, but the fact is, as people who believe that God gives and God takes, we must accept that this is where we are today because God has chosen to take away his own. We would like to express our appreciation to you once again and to let you know that as soon as the family has come out with the dates and everything, we shall communicate everything accordingly. Thank you so very much once again on behalf of the family.
Na Fosuah Oduahoma saa ensem ni mo na owura kwabna adofo no so kasa wo frefren kabom de ama ebra eye maame kunedo Ajimai Rollins woni ho bi mo chese maame ba so ni afi ni dwumedie ahodo beye wo man Ghana ha no ekoye pa ene the National Democratic Congress NDC amenu ko no bo ne ho modin ono ankasa ne niwra eye Jerry John Rollins a ono se kane mampani a wonya ne ba bi ko no be bo mo ho modin ye pa ewo saa kwan so nti na woni ho biem no moma ne nye nkabom ahodo na nye nsan na ho emma niema ahodo be ye ya nei ye bodin a yetime de kai no ewo ho emu nsem ne nhwemu a opanyi do for de maaye no ye to aso sei e de ama
so the rules and the laws for you the women, she must be worshipped. We must make sure that we see funeral well organized by all of us, especially women. She did well for all of you. Nana has a legacy that no one can wash out. Never. From 1981 to date, she's been very firm, committed to the cause not only of Ghana, but to women in particular. Not only Ghanaian women, but Africa. And we are all proud of her. She was my sister. The husband was my boss. He became my friend. We were very close. I miss her. But it had to happen. We're all human beings. Let's make sure that we organize a fitting funeral for her. That's what I'm asking. All of you. She left behind children. Must not get together and build those children. To take the place of the mother and the father. The national issue. We should not also start because there are children behind. What are we doing, all of us, to help the children? They've lost their parents at this tender age. They're not old, but we can help to develop a legacy through the children. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doc.
Now, Kai Central Baton Peswa Somra Shebedweni Umrenya for Patrick Yabuam no so banai kopie mu ewat na ye hwa no so din sembebre na etu dwa nsema hodo a bra ma me kunedu agima Rollins tiase no betimi aka afa ne ho ene ene woni ho biem no se ne esi ne tim na okaakai na odwenwen ho a de ba na adwenem no wode sembebre na etu dwa eno so ye de so asosei ediama.
My colleague, Senator Rollins, biggest condolences to the siblings. I've known their mother. I was even with her at an event 2 weeks ago. To appreciate feeling her to show us. This thing has hit everybody. Reported on BBC, sorry, on SABC today. It tells you the extent which the world knew her was with the family. Thank you.
Ewuse gusu ejina yiyo no ase na enumu ena maame Shemima nso kasa ya ne nsem no wo chese ne sem mai timenya hoden na ya manio sem ni mo no so mutumi gina mu bi na ene okopota kasem ye kase what a man can do a woman can do and even do it better no wo chese na maame kunedu agima Rollins so ene nam so ama ne bibia no etimi koye maye affirmative action bill no so kopi mu mrahye bedwefie sensan ya ene manso nya tumi a yamane osem ne yamamra no muso di mutintim mapa eya omobua ma mining kan krone ne chechire no etimi akonanim to chese ne kobase ye kaka ye ho di odi animu wo sa kwan ne so ma etimi ko ye nimpa ema enye din na nya ahode agina omanam nso na chese maame Kunedu Agima Rollins enkane former first lady wono ene di mutintima pa ma bibia no etimi koyi so ene oni ho edie ye kaka ye de beka enum no chese bra wo free ye the National Democratic Congress NDC amenyoku no ekoti ono ankasa na amenyoku a na ho nsem ne koye bibia na omugusu ai wo kasa ye mu ehwe ni mu se nkomesan atwe no de aba eye NDC amenyoku no sansa ma me no abone humodin ye pa ono ne ho kani eye enkane mampani a onu so nya ne baby koye Jerry John Rollins so munyina abomomodin ye pa nenso no fofia anto ata kasayem no mentimi enya ne pomasibre namso ne maame ne etwe ni a ye hu ni bie mumu nsem ne nhyemu a maame Shemima ode maaye no ye to aso sei ede ama.
Do know that through her 31st December Women's Movement, Ghanaian women rose to the occasion and took their pride of place, not only at the sidelines but at the heart of our economy, at the heart of our politics, and many of us grew up watching her lead the way and show symbolically that women can do politics, women can earn their own incomes, women can own and run businesses. This was her life's work. It was sad that towards the end she had to break away from the NDC, and I know that there are some actions that were being taken to see her possible return to her own legacy, the legacy that she built with her husband, because she was a bedrock to the former Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. So it's a very sad day for this nation. But like I said earlier, her legacy will live on, because we can't talk about anything of women empowerment in Ghana without mentioning Nana Kunedu Agima Rawlings. For that, she will rest peacefully knowing that she has left real major footprints in the sands of
So no so ho adanse die kakra odi fa ye maame a wenya ne baabi kɔ ho ene ye de somo no ye ngina ne nsɛm so na ye dan ni ye to nkra basisi a ye ba pa nsɛm ne bebre na wɔ hɔ a ye de to akan kase ne so e de ama.
Ba just woni o yanom e hyen a en use fuel when so yensesa oil ne wohia ene ne key e hyen egumechi nyina eye lip moto Giomi anase nami eyemu bia won sabeka wo KFM Limited e wo Ghana ha lip moto abefo cancer abi yanom emwede ne sanso efe wa hwe interiors here. Can hear me, Timothy see and your friend on lip moto. I want 3 modes of driving. Obey me a switch it, so open 10 more. Obey in the sports mode. So person will save you battery. Obey me is economy mode. That's a one pen tem now open with normal riding so. Your friend is standard. What charge it with battery within 6 hours? I bet to me do work Kumasiaba. Measure air 310 kilometers. Into one how. Obey to me so the 3 hours fast charger. I charge and I'm you fool. Bonama, no Kumasiaba. Say no. Me try the akano. Giomi. Ni key. Make sure the key in the bell. Wow, was just in the interior on it here now. Black and white, papa. Son of FSN. Wire screen tinting. A bomb on cano, battery aka. Number one mileage and so also. When so the it took 320 kilometers and sana was our charger. We bet me a charger in 6 hours. Fast charger 3 hours. I bear for a day and so. We bet me a driving in 3 modes. A yes standard, sports, and I say economy. So what pen tempt to say me yanum choose sports was it. We bet me to quite fee hakokubasi. I'm a battery ni be swak because a 320 kilometers. We charge in 6 hours, we bet me in your full battery. Now when you fast charge and swap 3 hours pet your set. Making sure so okay in the car when you start working. We'll be a door and I start. Chili Giobi, black and white. Makuma swat. Man san cow dear. You checking the akano. Yeah, no. I bet for the animal back on you. The awunyano key. Making sure the key in the band when you start working. We no F. Let a woman sit down. A gray in your mouth, you know. The any hakakra, any dear mood. As also was screens me, you know. Wait, amount information and we are canning winning. As a best of bonum papa, your friend entertainment, the Awihiano, Anne. And that's over to me, so I drive in 3 modes, just like the others. Standard, and I say sports. So open them. Car way so. I bet to me to Kwaya Kokumasiaba 330 kilometers. Which I would do crab to make Jesus on 1 young kakra and Sunday. Who charging the 6 hours, sir? No. So bet me so charging 3 hours. If I no fast charge. And you know, KFM Limited, and they are big just so. Fraying, near me own Sankawo the intentem. So open installments, a high purchaser, and train one nasi. We've got you solid. Yanume, on Sabet Miaka, and Fidie Mubia, and KFM Limited. On Sabeke Fidie no what Sianon Kakra. Wait, Unyano Bebia, a KFM Limited. Fraying, let us sort out.
Yo, I'm on for and I am Makwaba at the bar, a KFM musical shopper. The Tosum, you know, who free a Kumasa come that Damono, a sunny at the bar at Dumino, Sabran Udu, a Sambra Junction, Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Na shop no any Sambra Hotel and the dinner anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel a wo sane ediko nankane and Hagan hono ane oho ana KFM musical shop. Ye tosu mienu ye bie no foforo na de e kan se emfidie papa etimiche de wo de ya sorry de wo de goro agoro ahodo tuma de bia wo de obehia eye mfidie mechira musical instrument bia no eye KFM ento wo se Ghana muntie Asante Mai Muntie KFM musical shop. ana sabre ya bie no foforo mu no chae ewo prempe the second street wofiri old man come down na wo sane ede ko adum no ane udu Sambra Hotel kwantane so na wa dane onsani fa so oho ana KFM musical shop yi ewo yene Sambra Hotel ana ehwe animo ye twa abrebia
gina mese se be proud ana se me ye dwa me free Kumasi Edum KFM instrument store obi bisasa se bo me fu de what to know when need see that what dey near my papa ejira wanim na what to say yes what to know bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi Edum se mi jira ho na me to no ma bitimi nya ho me ka fi se fi papa mu anim na mi jina no wo betro ye ko ma ya do se kana twa nanka kaneu ensemfu ayi
Yes, and that's the more aquaba being from KFM TV, so kind nation and so my say one from him. Abe Fontaine time video no a KFM TV GH on Facebook and Afia YouTube. What's why you are the Okoso TV and so no sounds on Okoso ewo and from memo Facebook no bomodin follow my na YouTube no wa subscribe say be a live pay. Na wait me ati en kanu aba be kan ye ho e wo sa kwan no eso ye da si ye pa wa join ne da so yankopon on shraw ye to ansem ne so e na nwumre etimi e dia ma se ne nyina ye nima ya de nkrato ne afia ma ne bo ahodo bebre na asom a ne nyina no ye hwe animu se ye General Bosumi ni de twato wa fimpi mienu ne aduonu ensiem a enam soma the New Patriotic Party NPP amenu konomo hwe anim sa de hye enu ma mafa forms say yento omoso aba a no ye presidential primaries ni ba be koso no wo mugusua entrabo ekwan so na ye kopie mu e wo Brekum East ni important mu a NPP amenu ko delegate wo no mu de omeyo manim e che say ade hye enu ma wo mu atwe omuti nyina ye digu omugu nsene ani a Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia kane mampani abedi echi ono eno mu de omu support nyina e ma no sanse omu susu hu se ono ene e de sa to mi ni hye ne sa obetimi aboa mo man ni nkyekere no etimi akonini
Now, yes, only support.
Only support. I will find him for support.
Yes, a polling station for the electoral area coordinator was supporting.
There was baby said, let me that's in let you pa. 2 years mistake na be the kuya. A BCBM jack. A BCBM don't have one in say. Messi Afri, or back Shima 100. I won't say by 5. May Sabawiabo, or back Sim Papa and a base surprise of the for. Yet you mean to me and you media enemy into a bad boy and tears your time, let yourself. Or down only support. Or support Papa. Men for me when you can support yourself.
Brekum consumer, Brekum East consumers. Man would go as a letter coordinator. Says you are a until you now walk on the year after a man in the say, come be as I said, no, it is finished. I can say, you and I were not there. You and I were not there. That's what I'm saying, but I'm saying, sir, it is precise, sir. Kind of young test. From doctor, now, no mum, even need to sound am I aware this? On when, and this is the
because the police station you know organizer can come and Brekum East. Yeah, police station or the meaning say I or the information they support Baumia because Baumia why be that one year and a veteran until the Brekum East police station fire bet me catch and say support Baumia 100% because one year bet me added to me in 2028 until support so as no more can you pray because no be that India support in the past to Abama 2028. Me Kwadi and Dr. Baumia, 2 mana. If Sanka, a beb watch, listen. Near my partner and I wear no one, and she can't be another to us. I'm a Jumana for ye, I'm on college, free education on Modiba. Mina na bi me ko bi sika ye tua na this time enya sanketua ka doctor ba ya dia minim senya me ya aduma anka dia Ghana fo be hu ye mobo na mo ato amaye nanka ya win power ye ba power na just Ghana fo nyina
ye free breakum east there na we delegates na nsem ahodo mo e dia tudwa no ye free oni adan ni akwa kopie mu asante mantemu no tumfo say tutuo awtoso mienu wakasa asaye futura wode kwa magana adehye omotiti obi man so no che se sika ne bo omo nsem na afi omo woda ye sun bia omo nda omani embro man Ghana ha no mo beboa wo saa kwan no eso na asanse oman ne bekọ nanim na ne ncheche ne ne kan krobetimi agya na mo so no ekom bi omo so die wo mu a omo de omo sa hima bibi abetimi ewie mu die o che se ekuntun hwan ya ne nhyira na ekọ nti okoba se woda ye sun bia omoden dan wani bra wachi bebi a ufiri na ebeboa wo saa kwan ne so na oman no enkan kro no entimi enjina na na mo nso
Mabe chese mo tema ma santiman batatuo ni batadie emu de hen na mofa e wo se wo madwen na mo hu ko afie de ani fie onyina mo nka mo na bibia mo ne ye ni bibia mfa ni mo nyam mra santiman amom na abaye ni ye ya kesesema e fanye hwa mo nka na sa ishawo mo nyina
so mo rem fimunti na monka munti na bibia wo ye bia no enye nkoso to so shire mu nyina akose
mfi be dunie your conditions bia ye free be hard block na chesa akoma na nyankopon ye na o ma generator bia wom dada eno ebo ba ko na akomienu na ta but me sure say na kra bia na onim se bibi se ikoso na se ya ye pese nya capacity ya etimi ye no na ye se ye ba be chena na ma ne hu djuma ye di challenges ne difficulties aye won kwan aye person mo so boa ye for aban no ne ono ankasa
omo ka me hu abrofi omo free Mayo Clinic no ewo United States of America ena omo ahwe hu se omo pese omo ne Confanochi teachers to enya ayonko fa bi na omo so omo tumi aboa yen ama yeso yedwuma no akonanim ye board chair nana hia hene na ono na ye nhye se yenya Mayo Clinic abrofi a doctor for akese consultancy o se yeba na yebechia nana otumfo asante hene na yesanso gi ne nsemu nhira na yetumi de eye
ye concern foforo mu edi ama ene enwumre na ye Eastern enzema na nanoma tena nkonwe wo ho mo de adesrede na ekwa ama mpanyifo sementi mu ase nam so ama ahini ani ahinsie ho nsem ekwoso ama ene wo mo do mo nda ye kwana anade amom no ebe ya mpanyifo mbra saban form nan ensimu bi no mo hwe ma ye entimi entoyi na asomdwe mapa entimi fa ne ntimapa mfra ewo sabia ye ho.
That one call himself as a paramountcy. We know that guy not. Whom we know is Ewulai Emishapanyi. He crowned himself as a chief. But you can't crown yourself as a chief. Why? Because you are not swearing, you haven't swear oath at Western Regional House of Chiefs. So no one knows you. Before Ewulai Emishapanyi became Ewulai Emishapanyi, we the chief brought him to Western Regional House of Chiefs for him to swear an oath. If you swear that oath, it means you are a paramountcy. And we, the chiefs, we swear oath to Ewulai. But as for this one, he can never and never come to Western Regional House of Chiefs for an oath unless this case has been do so still, he is the paramountcy, Ewulai Emisha Panyi. If yes, on the security should intervene for peace to prevail. If not, it will be a disaster.
Eno asem eno no ye free ho ne yakopie mu ewo bimbila na mrahye bedwani ma adehia wono mo ho eyo nmonyafo Dominic Kintiwu na kane no no so na defense minister wakasa ensem no wo trauma ne mpanyifo se sene obi ehwe ani mu se galamsey ai no ye form agudie twen na mra kwan so egusu sese obo ade ne pa no enke be ya mpanyifon for shepa into so be sa abosumi ensia kosi sese abosumi ensia ne be so no na eye yen saase ye kwaye ene afisu yensu ansuwa no na eni etimi ati.
The fight against Galamsey is clearly a challenge to the government, but it's lack of political will. It's as simple as that. The sort of promises that this government made to the people of Ghana, I didn't expect them to be having kid gloves on the people who are doing this. What Akufo-Addo did, if President Mahama were to do same, at least this year he would have had some respite. And what he immediately did was to suspend all small-scale mining for about 6 months, if you remember. And I expect that if the president wants, he should suspend it for about 6 to 7 months, reset the whole atmosphere, and then can have a handle on it. That's the first advice I would give him. But because people see that there's money down the ground, so it's very difficult to be able to stop them immediately. We just have to be ruthless. That's why we're using the security forces, we're going after people, and then people started mining in the night. But immediately after elections, the devastation is been worse than before. And I think that we should not get there. I don't want to politicize it, as they did. But I think that the government needs to ensure that they do fight. They do the fight and do it well. I want the Minister for Lands that if you are not careful, the blue guards will rather be your downfall. Because one, they are not going with any arm, and so nobody fears them. And all they can do is to give you information. And if they start being bribed, then I'm sorry, you are not going to get anything out of it. I told him before, and I'm not surprised that he's facing problems and the allegations and the counter-allegations about the activities of the blue guard. I wish him well, but all I can say is that he has to keep his ears and eyes on the ground. Otherwise, he will fail the fight against Galamsey. But I will recommend that they should suspend, just like Akufo-Addo did, mining, surface mining for at least 6 months. When they do that, they would be able to know how to be able to control it. And that means that if they suspend, within the period, anybody mining is doing illegal mining. And then they can go district by district. So when there are about 18 or so serious districts where we do a lot of mining, so they can start from there and go district by district. So and they can monitor it.
Small-scale mining.
I'm talking of small-scale mining. So, in fact, I use the word surface mining. I didn't even use the word small scale. I said if we suspend surface mining for about 6 months, it will help us a lot. We did do it. Somebody will ask, but why didn't you do it? We did it. If you remember when Peter Mewu was the minister, we suspended all small-scale mining for about 8 months. It was from there that we started introducing them one by one. That is not to say that all our policies succeeded. We had challenges. And so the Galamsey came down, it went up, it came down, it went up. But we're not able to eradicate it completely. But all I can say is that if the government can start with that, to suspend all surface mining for about 6 months, then the government can have a handle on it. Otherwise, I can tell them it's going to be very...
Yegusu ejina eye from egudie tronim de yenko piemu asante mantemo na ye oda river forest no reserve no ade say na me no ka say ku a friend say nine more say ye ku a his excellency John Dramani Mahama ti ani na na ehwe ni mu say ye betro ma pete ye kwaya ahodo a wo man Ghana ha say be on be boss hu ban dia maye no ene dua me no ka say o ma chia de hye bebre a omododo no be say aduonu n9 na sene mpanyifo bom hu modin so ombekwa eti Galamsey no wo mu de omakwa akopie mu e wo dan ne mpotrem achese omu tu nsase ne kanfuntum anya asem keto akra no na mpanyifo binum ene timamufo binum ehu sem hi omuti omunan so a ene dua me no kase akwa akosho wonum pa eche mra no ene wonum eba bedi ne yonyoronyono na numu na mpanyifo chese omuso omumu no ene esika no so mbo be se 120,000 Ghana cedis ene esika na nkomode mu omuso omunje se be ya ide bribe omo no muntimi nso omo pa echi mamra ne ni omundi na nso sa sika no wo mu botugu baby kura ene duam no kase nkofo aduonu n9 mo school ene afin so eye rexec for eye anti-regional secretary council womu nyina ne kabo mu a ene duame no kase o maso sa de hyeye mu emra no ene wonum eba abedi nti emu nhyemu ni amane bono ena mede asomo e wo sa kwan no so ebusua ye ngina Galamsey ensemi so e na ye dan ani yeba ye to ansem ni nyina so ewe edwedie emu.
Medo benami Ghana duko do ajakple ho duko kata. Mie chonyani adevena micho Talent Microfinance Limited gajadopa. Mie wana susu savings, adishare, school buafo, cashback, ple bubwa okata. Nenyebe egajom de miagbo la letie tomegbeko ateun aho gadodo. Kenenyebe egajom vivi la nenyebe ogahia ola atenwava ava de ogai kene hia fa.
Tanenye mi foncho mi afa jomu yo kenye mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church finance elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenye personal loan. Nenye mi foncho business loan enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenye be washiba keke alum eleswe we have talent. Mi pekpegede nwo nenye washigba lesua ne woge wokekegede ji to talent pomonu ome nenye be mi ponchu mi afa salary loan enye gado mo mi ke mi vuna mi afa jirudu dola nke ga nyowu he ya va talent wo pay slip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na koko ho salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake mie flegeno na nohem v choji nto jinwade vare koreka mpopo kai ganyu heya talent kuna po heya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobwe nami akpenami
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
Talent Microfinance Jengo Ameganshpe Ape Letina Tejipo Hotame.
Miape Kapomoye 050-129-1298. Allo 050-128-9119. Talent Oga Kwamanu Banta.
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Apno a edanson. Edimu nesan FAA padia a Afrotino Doors Company Limited. Wo Afrotino ye wo apno BAB. Na de akwadari monumuno a metal turkey security doors. I was single, 1.5 and a double sizes. Yasan a metal and wooden finishing doors. So pe apno a locking system bit to say central locking, triple hook and a double locker. A Afrotino Doors Company Limited and I make for a amount. Yasan our Chinese security doors are was single, 1.5 and a double sizes. And into trending Chuchumika Nafa Hobedom Afrotino Doors Company Limited near Wonomapa Edemau. So pe apno a efe a danso nesan edimu and as ope wooden doors aye di Afromosia, Mansonia and a redwood ediayeno. A Afrotino Doors Company Limited in Kwa and Albania B ewo. Yasan ewo wooden interior doors are every Turkey and a China ediaba ubenya ninya ebi ewo Afrotino doors and into trending bra na only Afrotino and beyejma na yadia yewo no mapa edimao. So pe pivot doors every a year de eja entimishe and now pe PVC doors are a cement doors ninya no ubenya bi ewo Afrotino Doors Company Limited na de yestronko ewo Afrotino ho ne se eye fiada enemy ne de biano ye was special promo edema ya tofo ina enunti bra na oni Afrotino Doors embeye ejma ubehu ye twa kwan ewo Basket Junction I ewo Spinters obetimi afreyen ewo ye homa true for so 0244 371 348 ana 0274 722 448 and I'll bet me so afraid I was 0256 321 708 Afrotino Doors Company Limited. Yes, it's strong, stylish, and secure. Afrotino Doors Company Limited, creating quality homes.
Yes, and that's a more aquaba be near to ansem ne so. Ewe dwedie mu entimi fama odia. Ora Ifsin. Samuel Jonah wakasa na yeboni din a oye Ghanaian entrepreneur na chese adwuma ho nsem de na koma pono so ye pa wasan so ye chancellor at my University of Cape Coast na wakasa ne nsem o kanyina no wo chese ne obepie mu onkramantem ha eni adan ahodo akese bebre na sisi ho a wobekwa akohwem so sabio na wo bia entimu na ne nsem o kan akosi nyina ne se ekoba sesebio bi fa kwan pa ne kwan trenene so akọbọ aban bisia pa na ase nkọkọpie mo sukakra bia hodo akọji sika e de esi ne dan ahodo a nkọbema nani akọho na nso no sa nkrofo yi o mesisi sa dan kra kakraka tinti obi antimi wo mo kwan ne enema hodo mo fa so nyina no enye kwan pa eyoman ni sika no bi wo ho a wo fa akweti kwan so onya nti se dan no wesie wie nipa tim se nipa ntimu se de mfa so beba se mfa so mba se bio apeta mpe mfa no san se nyo no ankasa ni botom sika ne koba se okọ sika kra bia bi na akọji sa sika na ankasa bio obemu weni ada wona mfa so de a ewo so no nso nsa timi aka ewo sa kwan no so imu nchemu ne nsem odi tudwa no eni
the uncontrolled almost insatiable quest for money at all costs. Yeah. Let me just give you, if you walk around my area, airport residential, or cantonment, or Laboni, all the high rises are going up. I mean, everywhere in the world, developers go to bank to take loans for those developments. Some of these apartments are all empty. Do you think that if money were collected from banks would not have moved in? Because
so are you saying that funded by politicians or people?
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that they are being funded through sources which are not honest.
Are they questionable sources?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Interesting. That's something that we should do an investigation on. That many of these properties are empty.
Go around and ask why are apartments empty? And if you have borrowed money, if you've gone to the bank to borrow money to build, you will not ensure that those apartments are fully occupied.
Wow.
I'm just using that as an example.
Correct.
Of the things that go on in this country. Because I've gone to banks to try and borrow money to build. The Ghanaian banks are not that well endowed. The balances are not strong enough that they give you patient capital to grow and develop.
So where are they getting the funds from?
The interest rates are just astronomical. You can hardly make it as a
Yen free when yen twaso edwedie nsem ne mu fa ma odi empanyifo mo eda ye Ghana oil palm sector na no aba monti na omudi tudwa eche mu se ne ubehwe no man foforo mu no ye de kweti kwan bi afa so e de vegetable oil ne ho nkron ba bebre na aba bepie mu o man Ghana ha na enum no mo che se kobasa e ma ye dia ye no entimi nkoye endimu na afin so adwuma hodo an komosho anim so mo bo ato ama mebu no nya bia ye no mo setimi akoma no anam so aboa ma adwuma ene afin so sika so akyerkyere o man Ghana ha no entimi nkosa asene ese ne fatanti yanhwe entwa saa de na kyira ye koye anim no dachi ankwama bi no e de ahokyere kese pa ene beba
fie yinu achiai na muhu wo media no se ye chiche nkrofo e wo Ghana ha awon nkrofo na omode awan na muni awan efa kwatikwan e de bagana ha e beton na rego sem ne say ya employ nkrofo a ye tua tax na enipa omo Ghana ha omo pesika ni bre omo pese ye bo betoyen omo de omo kofa awan no every Malaysia, Indonesia omo de afa Togo because previous government ne ka say or the policy directive by say obi a de anwa ana enwo beba no fa tema port ana takwa de port na tua route omo mpeso mbetu anti no omo de fa to no omo de afa sankase northwo no matwea begu na rewo sem asset today 90% of enwo aye bia na enwo aye bi no ko market wa ni nyina ye enwo ne anwa ya small ana say ya fa kwoti kwan dia ba Intimi ton here. Young want to big company like GOPDC, Woma, not palm, all the big companies are in him, almost produce fried top, Hayat, be so your King's oil. Oko market na unhu ba kokra, product no ba kokra. Now, yen kai who say, your industry employ close to 1.2 million people. It is almost in Tom Moniama, and then here, unemployed. Straight. Investment are binding boom in a big waste. Investment are private people, ye this in a big waste. It's a idea a higher dream.
Sisia yang da azan wa kodu bebre. Na sisia na wa ma hia no ngwa ya ye nyina si game. Won talk. Nti ona yin so yesrede. Won hwe mpanyifo aban na no na dom won hwe na won bo hen. Na da mo nkrofo na woze woye ntwemfam wontum won jai because sa no so ba na otie duty a obongu da baby odi fiban ma mboan nti obejai na ya to Ghana fright on onye Ghana ai wo friend angwa na woye wahan ama ho so company so tuma aboto he so hia no ngo na ya ye mo sisi ho.
Yento aso eni enwie adwadi ensem no emfa ma odia onmonyamfo Charles Mensa kasa ensem no wo trauma ne ye GPRC mpanyifo mo hyehye ne omudwumedie bi omode abo chese san hyehye ne dwumedie no enya de ese betimi aboasanse ekoya mamra ne mu a eye unconstitutional itinkebe ampanyifo nhwe no monko omachinsan bra biem na san hyehye ne dwumedie a eye GPRC mpanyifo edeba no komonsan yen sakraye mapa ewu.
At this press conference to register a disapproval for an interim administration being masterminded by the National Executive of the GPRTU. We are concerned citizens and concerned members of the GPRTU Ashanti region due to the fact that the process through which they want to administer the secretariat is uncalled for in the Constitution guiding the GPRTU. We are registering our disapproval for the interim administration to back the working committee decision to their disapproval to the interim administration being proposed by the national executives. One, the national executives, they are 7 members, and out of these 7 members, 4 of them were absent when the decision was being taken. And due to that fact, the decision taken by the national executives is uncalled for. And moreover, there have been an interim government to investigate the affairs of the region before, and the committee's report is not yet published. We don't know why the committee report is concealed. And due to that fact, we are currently registering our disapproval again for the formation of the interim administration. So we are publishing this to make people who are concerned of the union to understand that if any mishaps happen after the introduction of the interim administration, it is not due, we are not responsible for that. It is the responsibility of
Ebusia nyina sansem we so na ye mfa dwedi ensem ne mbra na wie ye dan ye ho ye ba ye wie bibia ewe nigide ensem. Yento aso ne awie nsɛm ne nyinaa ɛwɔ anigidie mu emfama odi aye culture management group ene omode aba betudwa omo hm say ye Afro Future Ghana 2025 no ba be hyehyɛ so enche bia omo hye say December bosom ne de toso eduonu wotwe na afin so December bosom ne de toso eduonu enkono na saa dwumedie ba be koso dendin dia enya asem keto akra omo hye say be koso ɛwɔ Elwak Stadium ɛwɔ nkraimantem he ani nyina no omo hwe se bibia no betimi akọ nanim na wie mudie na enum na mpanyifo che se nyumtufo ekuku dam bebre na nso na bebo anan aba be pie mu amahwa amadwumedie no etimi akọ nanim na afa ne ntema pa edi efra ewo saa kwan na eso nti omo de atodwo omo che se nkofo mo mani enko saa dwumedie no san se nche bia no bibia no etimi eba beba so na eya afidie eti eda so no mo si African nostalgia enu ne eti a omo edi atoso na saa dwumedie na se no eye dream of tomorrow and afin so Abdul Karim Abdul wono na CEO edema co-founder CMG wo che se dwumedie no wo maye krado pa na eba ne yama mremu yama ne osem ne ho nkro no be nyina na ye ba behwe akeka bibia bom se fa ya asa ho ye duane die ho ye ntade hye mu bibia ye culture no ye ba be keka bom saa dwumedie na se a enya asem keto akra nti December bosom ne de toso eduonu otwe na afen so December bosom ne de toso eduonu nkono no na dwumedie no ba so ampanyifo de aba betu janti enya ye hwe animu na eduru ha yetimi akwa akopia ase na kyese ye de ya hofama ni bibia no akwa akota ye hye na bibia etimi ewie mudie ye mfa munsi na sanse ye bre no enya ye be ye kodia ye da aboafo wono mase talent microfinance KFM musical center and afi dadaba tech hub yenda onso asesa oje bre ni adaje my Facebook for YouTube for TV for yankopon ensha pa ibe share biem dia na chese eye ejuada mi amekenkan sema hodo no maamo eye Afia Fosuah Oduahoma Sresrebidi from Afia sorry so na enche bia enokofi adadevo with the sports reports on the bebrem agudie mu nsem de enkenhie okra with the barber sumu sa kwan sinto bomodin so be me fidie no ada KFM TV Macau.